Imagine she's standing right in front of you. You might notice a subtle tremor in her body, not out of fear, but from a quiet, intense energy radiating from within. There's a language in her movements, one that most people completely miss because it's silent, delicate, and instinctive. It's not about what she says, but what her body is revealing without words. If you knew exactly what to look for, you could start recognizing the moments when she feels a deep, unspoken connection. Attraction isn't always expressed through bold gestures or obvious statements. Women often communicate desire through nuanced, almost unconscious behaviors. These cues are natural and spontaneous, rooted in emotional and physiological responses, and they can reveal more than words ever could. One of the first signals to notice is her lips. When a woman softly bites or licks her lips while looking at you, it can indicate a mix of nervous excitement and subtle attraction. It's rarely just a random action. Her body is releasing tension and signaling interest at the same time. Scientific studies in nonverbal behavior have shown that lip biting is linked to emotional arousal and heightened focus on someone she's drawn to. When her attention is on you, her body may instinctively react, increasing blood flow and making her lips appear fuller. Biting them becomes a natural way to release that inner tension. It can also act as a soothing gesture, helping her manage the rising excitement while giving a quiet signal that her mind is shifting toward intimacy. When you notice this while she's engaged with you, it's likely she's imagining what closeness might feel like, even if she's not ready to say it aloud. Another subtle yet powerful form of communication is touch. Women often use gentle physical contact to express attraction. These touches are rarely random. They are small, instinctive ways to gauge connection and explore chemistry. It might start with a light brush of her hand on your arm, a lingering touch on your shoulder, or an accidental brush as she moves. These moments, seemingly casual, carry deeper meaning. As comfort and attraction grow, these touches may become more deliberate, exploring areas like the back, neck, or arms, always testing how receptive you are to closer contact. Her touch is a quiet conversation. Through it, she's observing your response, measuring the atmosphere, and creating a sense of closeness. There's also a biological aspect to consider. When attraction builds, oxytocin, the bonding hormone, naturally rises, strengthening her desire for connection. The more confident and intentional her touch becomes, the more she's signaling readiness for deeper intimacy while still watching to see if you respond in kind. Movement itself can be a form of communication. The way she carries her body, especially through her hips and posture, can reflect confidence, awareness, and subtle flirtation. When a woman feels someone's gaze, she may unconsciously accentuate her movements, creating a rhythm that draws attention. These changes are instinctive rather than calculated, a natural way of expressing self-assurance and attraction. Her walk may become smoother, her steps deliberate, and her gestures fluid, as if she's subtly inviting attention and signaling interest without saying a word. Her eyes are another powerful window into what she's feeling. Eye contact goes beyond just looking. It's a silent conversation that conveys curiosity, interest, and emotional connection. When a woman holds your gaze slightly longer than usual, it's often more than a casual glance. Research shows that attraction can subtly affect the eyes, causing pupils to dilate as the brain releases dopamine, the chemical that triggers pleasure and excitement. This small, almost imperceptible change can reveal growing interest and emotional engagement. Even when her eyes glance away briefly, they often return to you quickly, creating a rhythm of connection that is both quiet and magnetic. You might notice her gaze soften, her eyes lingering on your lips or other parts of your body before returning to meet yours. These tiny shifts communicate curiosity, imagination, and a deepening chemistry that goes beyond words. Understanding these cues allows you to see the layers of communication that exist beneath the surface of casual interaction. The subtle ways she positions her body can also reveal a lot. Leaning slightly toward you, angling her shoulders in your direction, or mirroring your movements are all forms of nonverbal communication that signal interest and comfort. This mirroring isn't conscious. It's an instinctive response that strengthens emotional resonance and shared connection. The closer her body naturally aligns with yours, the stronger the signal that she's open to connection and exploring intimacy in a gentle, nonverbal way. Touch and proximity often go hand in hand with confidence. When she's drawn to you, her movements become more fluid, deliberate, and expressive. Gestures like lightly brushing your hand, resting her arm near yours, or standing just a little closer than necessary can indicate a growing comfort and desire for closeness. Psychologists note that these small behaviors are like invitations, testing whether you are receptive and whether the mutual connection is building. They are subtle yet incredibly telling once you start noticing them. Even small smiles can carry weight. A brief, shy smile, a playful curve of her lips, or a soft, knowing glance can all hint at attraction. These expressions often combine with other signals, touch, posture, gaze, to create a complete picture of her feelings. By paying attention to the combination of these cues, you begin to recognize patterns that show not just interest but genuine emotional engagement. When you start noticing these subtle signals, her lips, her touch, the way she moves, and the way her eyes meet yours, you begin to see a deeper layer of communication that most people completely miss. These behaviors are all part of a natural, nonverbal language of attraction. They reveal interest, curiosity, and desire without a single word being spoken. By tuning into these cues, you can respond in a way that feels authentic, confident, and connected rather than forced or anxious. It's important to remember that every interaction is unique, and these signals don't always mean the same thing for everyone. Context, comfort level, and mutual respect play key roles in understanding and responding to her behavior. Observing and appreciating the subtle ways she expresses interest allows you to stay present, create a sense of shared energy, and build a stronger emotional connection. Confidence matters as much as awareness. When you remain calm, attentive, and respectful, you create a safe space where both of you can explore the chemistry naturally. Attraction often grows through shared energy, mutual curiosity, and the comfort of knowing you are paying attention to each other in meaningful ways. Small gestures like maintaining gentle eye contact, responding to touch with warmth, or matching the rhythm of her movement can strengthen that connection without saying a word. Ultimately, learning to read these cues is about more than just recognizing attraction. It's about understanding human connection on a deeper level. By becoming aware of the ways her body communicates, you can interact more intuitively, respond more thoughtfully, and create moments of genuine closeness. These subtle signals are gifts of insight into her feelings, and noticing them can transform how you experience relationships. So, the next time you're with someone and notice these small but powerful behaviors, stay present, observe without judgment, and respond with warmth. Recognize that her body is speaking in a language of attraction, curiosity, and openness. When you tune in, interactions feel more effortless, more connected, and more meaningful. It's in these moments of quiet awareness that genuine chemistry grows, creating opportunities for deeper emotional and physical intimacy in ways that feel natural and respectful. Thank you for watching and being part of this learning journey. By noticing these cues, you're not only understanding attraction better, you're also creating space for healthier, more connected, and more fulfilling interactions. Pay attention, stay confident, and let the subtle signals guide your understanding of human connection, one quiet moment at a time.